From the cassava root to the freshly baked bammies, you know that one I deserve the Grammys. Beautiful. Wagwan, what's great? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome and thank you very much for stopping by. My name is Chef Adrian Morris and you're watching Morris Stand Cooking. As seen in the title, today I'll be showing you how to make some Jamaican bammy. Yes, you heard right. So if that sounds interesting, stick around. See, after the intro, we get right into it.
We know about sardine, mackerel, chicken neck, chicken back. Nothing I waste, nothing I dash way.
And we are back, as I said before, making some Jamaican bammy. One of Jamaica's famous side dish. We use it in our steamed fish. We put it on the side for brown stew. We can serve it up with some escovitch fish. The list goes on. This, however, is one of the quickest and easiest recipe you'll find out there. Bammy is made from the root of cassava. Cassava is from the yam family. You know what I say? Very starchy. I forgot to mention that in this video, I'll be using the sweet cassava. The sweet cassava is the one that can be boiled like provision and eaten as is. However, when you're making authentic bammy, you need to use the bitter cassava. Bitter cassava, I cannot find in my area. But when you're dealing with the bitter cassava, the steps in these videos are exactly the same because you want to extract that toxic liquid from the cassava before making your bammies. You still want to extract the liquid from the sweet cassava because that is how you're going to get to mold your cassava into your beautiful bammies. Without further delay, let's get right into it. So this one, as I said, I believe it's starting to go bad because I had it in my kitchen sitting now for a few days now. So cut off the edges. And we're just going to cut this in two. And we're going to peel these. So you can just peel them down like this. Get off the excess. And I like to oil my hands before I start. So that's something that I did. I oil my hands off camera. Just so when I'm working with starchy vegetables, my hands doesn't get stained. Because my cassava was going a bit bad, I only have about half a pound remaining. So this is what it essentially looks like once you peel it. It's of a white color. And what you want to do now, you're going to chop that down the middle. I cut that into 4 equal pieces, and then right in the center here you have like roots in the center, just like a pineapple. So you'd want to remove that because that's going to be very chewy. So this is what you want to remove from the center initially because that's very chewy. It's like a piece of stick. Once that's done, I'm going to chop these into small pieces. You can keep them whole if you're going to grate these, but I'm just going to blend mine, or you can put them in your food processor. Add them to a bowl. And I'm just going to rinse these. So once rinsed, I'm going to add these to my blender or your food processor. As I said before, if you're going to grate these, you want to keep them in bigger chunks so that you can use your grater to get these nice and fine. Right? But this is a quick method to get them. And I rinsed that off before. I'm going to add a little bit of water, just enough so that these can be blended, about a quarter or a half cup. Alright, so we're going to give this like a rough pulse to just break them down. And there we go. So you want to grab yourself some cheesecloth or a nice clean dish towel. And now we're going to pour that mixture in the cheesecloth like this. And we're just going to squeeze out the juice from that. A little bit of this has water, but for the most part, I want to get rid of the juice that's in it because, as I said before, that's where all the toxins lie. So once you drain that, this is what it will look like. So it would have that of the texture of homemade mozzarella cheese. Pour this out. So this is what it looks like once everything is blended and we squeeze the juices from it. It's somewhat tacky, so when you squeeze it together, it molds easily, right? I just realized though that I'm gonna need a lot more because I lose a lot during the peeling process because I had it a few days sitting in my kitchen and parts of it were going bad, right? So I just sent to the store to grab about 4 more pieces. I'm gonna peel those off camera and then come back and finish up this recipe. Yeah, because this can only yield us 1 bammy and we need about 5 or 6, right? You're gonna season this to taste with a little bit of salt. This is about 5 cups. When I blend out all 5 of them, I get about 5 cups. I'm gonna season with like a teaspoon of salt. Mix that in to evenly distribute the seasoning. And there you have it. Beautiful. You wanna get yourself a ring mold, right? And I'm gonna be doing this directly on my baking tray. So get a ring mold. I'm gonna add a bit in here. If you don't want to use a hand, you can use a spoon or a spatula, and that will help you to compress this even more. So just compress them, ensuring that it's level all around. Just slightly release that. As I said, if you don't have a ring mold, I'm gonna show you. You can do this by hand, and there we go. It's all on one level. And you can even move it around like that because it's properly compressed. Alright, you can use a lid of a container, like a big lid. If you don't have a molder, put that in. So what you want to do is spread this out evenly and then you're going to squeeze that down. So compress. So you compress that as much as possible. Turn it over. So there we go. As you can see, these are the 2 that were crafted using the cover of a big lid, and then the next 6 are from the molders, right? So what you want to do now, get a thick enough pan, and we're going to heat that up on medium-low heat. So we're going to heat our pan with some olive oil. You can use whichever oil of your choice, so lightly, so carefully. So I use a because I was showing off. So I use a fish spatula. So let's mold that back together. Break, but it's okay. We fix things, right? Gonna allow them to cook for about 10 minutes on each side, or until you get a slight brown color and it's crispy. Cover, so I'm just gonna cover that up. We're gonna allow that to steam. Alright, here we go. If you realize, I have an extra pan in the back because I'm going to speed up the process, right? So they're starting to become a bit dry. You know, they're almost ready. Flip them over, and that's what you're looking for. So once you realize the edges starting to rise off the pan and they're cracking up, looking somewhat of a clay-like texture, then you know you're good to go. Low and slow does it. And then it should have an opaque look for you to know, okay, it's almost there. Cover that, 10 more minutes. And while that's going, I'm gonna go on my box stove right here, just to speed up the cooking process. All right, and there we go. Nice and ready. And you see that translucent look? That's what you want. And there we go. From the cassava root to the freshly baked bammies, you know that one that deserve the Grammys. Beautiful. That is it. Fresh bammy. How you can do this now? Normally when you get this from the store, people warm it up in the microwave for about a minute and a half just to get it to this temperature that it's at, but you can eat it just like this right away. Or You can do that in some buttermilk, cinnamon powder, salt, sugar, like you're making that of a French toast, and then you just soak them, drain them, and fry them up nice and golden brown. And you have that as a side for your festival, your jerk chicken, even as your, what you call that, your escovitch fish, as well as a steamed fish. I have a video out on brown stew fish and steamed fish. You can check those videos out right there, and that will show you how to get your bammy served up with other things. But yeah, let's give it a taste. It's not salty because we add just a little bit of salt. Beautiful, beautiful. It's not so hot because I was taking pictures, but there you go. How to make your very own bammy at home with only 2 ingredients, aka the Jamaican flat bread. Nice, fresh. Make it at home. One thing I must tell you, when you're squeezing out that juice, that's the time consuming part, as well as cutting up those cassava, because the cassava is very robust. You know what I'm saying? It takes a while to cut up. The preparation is the most tedious, but to steam them quick and easy, you get nice fresh bammy. So once again, if you did enjoy this video and learn something new, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And if you love my vibe, don't forget to hit subscribe. Yeah man, alright. Until next time, safe travel upon the gravel and go and big up on yourself.